Hey guys, so let's take this opportunity here to talk about something called northern fowl mite. And northern fowl mite is something that people usually have that they don't know they have. And it only affects chickens because they can grab onto chickens' feathers. A lot of people don't realize they have northern fowl mite. They think their chicken is just sick. And you can see this chicken here is kind of hunched up a little bit, not really moving around the way he should. You know, this is a rooster. Most of the time chickens, you're standing this close to them, and I'm standing pretty close. They're normally pretty defensive and jumping around and stuff, but you can see he's kind of hunched up and just overall shitty looking. So how do you know if you have northern fowl mite? This is a good example of a bird that has northern fowl mite. You can see that he's kind of, he's not really, he's moving around, but he's not really like fighting me or, not looking too great. So if you grab your bird, flip it over, you'll see they have a very prominent keel bone. And birds that are infected with northern fowl mite generally have a prominent keel bone because they don't have any breast meat. There's nothing there. Like this is the breast meat where they would normally have muscle that they use to flap their wings. So you'll find that, your chickens, the thighs on them are real skinny. This guy, that's his whole thigh right there, as thick as my finger. And, he doesn't really fight because he doesn't have any muscle. Now, it's real easy to tell if you have fowl mite. The fowl mite tend to congregate around the vent. So what you do, you'll notice their vent kind of sometimes has this little spotty stuff on it, and that's not really dirt. It can be, but most of the time it's not dirt. It's poop from the mites. So let's see if I can get a couple on camera. What you want to do is flip them over and look at their vent area. Not specifically the vent, but focus. But just around the vent. Now you're gonna look at this spot right here. See if we can focus. You just want to look through the feathers. See that? You see that little guy see that little spot right there on the feather? Right at the base of it? There's one. So there's a northern fowl mite. And what they do is they suck the blood of the chicken. And they cause extreme weight loss. In this case, a very prominent keel. You see that? You put your fingers over there and you get sticks right through your fingers. They cause loss of weight, listless bird, like this. So how do you fix it? It's real easy to fix. Super easy. Only takes a moment of your time. The problem is you need to catch your birds and put them in a crate and pull them out one by one and treat them. See, look, he's still laying on his back. He's got no energy. So you want some 7 dust. This stuff, it's a powder. You don't want any granulated. Let me open this and show you. Sorry, I've only got one hand here, so you have to bear with me a little bit. See that? It's a powder. You want the powder. You don't want the granulated crap. It doesn't work right, and you're not going to be able to apply it. We also have this duster. I think on Amazon it's called a busy duster. I don't know what the hell it's called. You look up a duster. It has a silicone bottom. You can squeeze it. And what you do, let me open this here too. You open it up, it has a straw that sticks down in there and a hole that you fill with your 7 dust. So you take your 7, crunch this into a little funnel. It comes with a funnel too. You can use that piece of shit if you want. It doesn't work very well for getting 7 dust in. You're gonna try to get the 7 in there without spilling the shit all over the place like me. It works better when you have 2 hands. whatever. I have enough in there. It's fine. I'm not going to waste it, you know, while I'm trying to do this video. You want to get all that crap in there, and you put your top back in. Look at that, he's still laying there. Get your top in. Now this one, it comes with a little attachment on the end here that's supposed to make it spray finer or some stuff. I found that all that does is cause aggravation. It gets clogged up and it doesn't spray right. So you take this, and you can see when I, hang on, you see when I squeeze it, powder comes out. So what you want to do is you want to take this tip and you want to ram it straight up its ass. No, I'm kidding. You want to take the tip here and you want to get in around the vent. You want to dust real good there. You want to get up on the chest. You want to get under the wings. And you want to get around the neck. Basically, the more you can get on this chicken, the better off it'll be. So you want to get above the base of the tail. You want to dust this chicken real good. Now, this has something called carbaryl in it. So you can see the focus. Come on, this damn iPhone. You can see, maybe, I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. This new update or whatever. Anyway, I promise you the active ingredient, this stupid piece of shit doesn't want to focus. The active ingredient is supposed to be carbaryl, but I'm actually looking at it now. It says bifenthrin. Yeah, read that. I feel like I'm 40 years old. It works really well. Basically, in about 15 minutes, all the fowl mite just kind of drop off. Now, this chicken has a recent infection with fowl mite, so it doesn't have basically the egg sacs that the fowl deposit on the feathers. But you would see in this area here, see how it's gotten all over the skin? Zoom in, focus. See how it's gotten all over the skin from just spraying that stuff? You'll watch, you know, if you put them on a sheet of paper, you basically watch the mites drop off of them. But being that this one has a recent infection, you're not going to see on the chicken the signs of nits. And the signs of the nit would be a clump that looks like a ball of spit, almost kind of like, I don't know, it's like dry. But it sticks right here at the base of the feather. So right where that feather comes out. So right at the base of where it spreads, you'll see a bunch of, like, I don't know, they look like little balls or something like that. They're I don't know, like a kind of like a spit bug. If you've ever seen one of them, it forms all around the base right here, and it's hard. So being that they're nit eggs, what you need to do is treat them once, and in 14 days, catch them all up and do this again. So this initial treatment will drop all the bugs off of them, but then you have to get the nits. Otherwise, you did this for no good reason. So you treat them once, watch all the parents drop off, treat them again, and then you get the nits off. So then you can clean up all your fowl mite infestation. Now, the thing is, you have to assume that since one has it, they all have it. Fowl mites are transmitted by contact between the birds. So you need to be able to get them all into a cage, pull them out one by one, hose them down with this stuff, and then throw them in your coop again. Otherwise, you're going to miss birds. You're not going to treat them. You're not going to take care of your fowl mite infestation. Fowl mite are not like spider mites, the red spider mites. So you don't really have to worry at all about treating your coop. And there's probably going to be some people that argue with me, but, you know, whatever. This is my experience. I don't give a shit. They don't live off the bird for longer than, I think it was 72 hours I read. So as long as the birds have this crap on them, they're not going to reinfect them. They'll try, they'll get on them, they'll get the shit on them, it'll kill them. So they don't live in cracks and crevices in your coop like the spider mites do. So they don't come, feed, and then leave. They stay on the bird in order to live. It's, you know, a parasitic relationship in that the mite needs to be on the bird to live. Otherwise, it dries up and dies. It gets all its nutrition from here, not from, like, you know, a puddle of water or something like that. This chicken's still alive. He's just sleeping. So these fowl mite really take it out of them. They make them really just listless and kind of shitty. So if your bird looks like this, have a look at their vent area real good. And if you see them little critters running around, get some 7 Dust, and one of these little sprayers, and treat your bird real good, and get all that crap off of them. So, I mean, he's a good looking rooster. He was meant to go for food. I mean, but the person I take them to doesn't want them if they have fowl mite, and I don't blame them. It is what it is. So I'm going to grab up all these little chickens that are in here and treat them all for fowl mite, and then throw them all back in there. It's going to suck, but it is what it is, and they got to be treated. Otherwise, I may as well not feed them, because they won't gain any weight. When you sell, you know, heritage breed chickens for food, you need to have some weight on them in the way of muscle. Otherwise, there's no point in eating them. You're just basically buying a feather covered carcass. You know, it's pointless. So I'm gonna leave you guys here and say goodbye, and I'm gonna treat my birds. So I hope you learned a thing or two, and have a good day. See ya.